If you are in the throes of trying to build an online business with digital products, you understand how this feels. There is an endless amount of things that you need to do. You've got blog posts, you've got social media content, you have YouTube videos, you have new products to create, you have landing pages. That doesn't even mention all of the admin work. It's never ending. Oh, and I don't want to forget that you also have to stay on top of all of the new information and trends that are happening in your niche too. What you really need is a plan, and I am here to tell you that we can make that plan and we can use ChatGPT to help us make it. It will be tailored to what you need to prioritize, and it will be tailored to what you need to do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis. We can do this. Over the past few weeks, I've been doing an experiment. I have told ChatGPT what I need to do on a daily, weekly, and monthly basis, and I've told it that I only have 2 hours a day to work on my business. And I've asked it to set the priorities for me and give me a schedule of what I need to do every single day. And yes, this video that you're watching right now is one of those tasks. Okay, so let's dive in. I'm going to show you my screen and we will figure out exactly how you can take what I'm doing and apply it to your own business with your own activities and all the things that you need to do. But before we get too far, I want to tell you about this framework that I came up with. It's called FAME, and it is the 4 different things, FAME, 4, that you're responsible for with your online business. They are generic categories, so they're going to fit probably everything that you need to do. F is for fans. That's anything that has to do with building your audience. So creating social media, doing blog posts, writing your weekly newsletter. Are you doing that? Anything that has to do with building your audience falls under fans, okay? A stands for assets. That's anything that is a valuable asset for your business. So your products, your opt-ins, infographics, things that you might send to your email list that are additional value that you're giving away for free. It doesn't have to be a paid thing. It can be something that's free, but it's any of your free or paid digital assets. M is for messaging. This is the hard stuff. This is your copywriting. This is you writing headlines, creating sales pages, creating landing pages for opt-ins. Anything that has to do with writing copy is going to fall under messaging. E is for executive. Executive is the admin work, first of all, but it's also some of the fun stuff. It's learning about the new things that are happening in your niche. It's future planning for your business. Anything that is CEO level things, that's what falls under E. Now, you might have been listening to me rattle off those letters and thinking there's 50 billion things that fall under each letter. This is not fun. And I get it, it's not. But here's what I want you to do. We're going to open up a spreadsheet. We're going to put those letters up at the top, and then we're going to start brainstorming some things to add to them, okay? I'm going to show you on my screen. Okay, here we are inside my very own spreadsheet with the FAME framework, fans, assets, messaging, and executive. You can see I have them up at the top of the spreadsheet. I've also added a column next to each for daily, weekly, monthly, or one time only so that I can kind of note when those things are happening. These are the ones that I came up with on my own. You will probably have, your list will be different, but this is a decent amount of things, especially when you consider these things have to be done daily. All of these are daily. Your TikToks, repurposing content. You might not do that daily. I do. Admin work has to be done every day. Weekly and monthly things. You got to write a blog post every week. You don't have to, but I do. You should be doing your newsletter every week. So it doesn't look like that much in the spreadsheet, but it's more than it seems. And this is only kind of what I'm currently doing. Okay, so the second thing I want you to do is ask ChatGPT for some more ideas on what you can add to this spreadsheet. However, if you do that, I want you to be very careful. If you are already overwhelmed with the amount of things that you have going on, take those things that ChatGPT tells you and put them into a different tab on the spreadsheet. Just create another one, let them sit there. When you have a better handle on all of this stuff that you're already doing, that's already overwhelming you, then you can look at starting to add some of the things that ChatGPT has told you to add, okay? So that's my caution to you before you get too far into this. Set your spreadsheet up, put in what you are already doing and what you know you should be doing, but maybe you aren't yet. Create another tab if you need to with things that we're going to add from ChatGPT. Do not feel overwhelmed by the things that ChatGPT gives you. Get a handle on what you're going to do on this first tab first, and you will have a handle on this stuff because you're going to start doing a lot of this with ChatGPT or with some type of AI. And so this will get easier, and then you can keep adding things, okay? Okay, so now here we are in ChatGPT. This is the prompt that I would use to ask ChatGPT to help me to come up with some additional things that I might not already have on my list, or to kind of confirm that some of the things on my list are things I should be doing. So here's the prompt. I have a business helping people learn how to make money creating and selling digital products like ebooks, courses, workshops, etc. The biggest roadblock I'm facing right now with my business is reaching an audience of people that are interested in buying the courses I have created to help them. I would like you to come up with a list of things I can do to help me get past that roadblock. Please put the list in a table, formatted in whatever way you think is best, and please list at least 10 things. So copy and paste that prompt and switch out the things that you need to switch out. And here is the output that I've gotten. Content marketing, number one, of course, and that's already, I've got blog posts, I have social media, I don't do podcasts, but I have video. That makes perfect sense. Social media advertising, whenever I see advertising, I immediately think this is paid advertising, which is not something that I do. However, it's here. And so I kind of let anything social media related fall into this too. So content marketing and social media for me are kind of the same. SEO is definitely something that I work on. It's one of those longer term things that I probably would make like a weekly or monthly task. Obviously, I do on page SEO when I write my blog posts, but SEO is perfect there. Collaborations and partnerships, email marketing, webinars is an interesting one. Guest posting is not something that I do. Very interesting. That would go on my other tab. That's not going to be distracting me right now. Affiliate marketing. I should be doing a lot more affiliate marketing. I agree with you, ChatGPT. Thank you. Online communities are a great place to interact with the people that will be in your audience. Reddit and Quora are great places to do that. Again, retargeting ads. I don't do any ads, so that's not going to be relevant to me, but that's okay. And we're going to actually kind of correct that in the next prompt to ChatGPT. So we are not going to let ChatGPT create a schedule for us just kind of like willy-nilly and without any real prioritization. So that's what we're going to ask for next. We're going to take some of these tasks that it has given us and we're going to ask we're going to ask exactly what this prompt is. Can you tell me which of those things I should prioritize to make the most impact and in the shortest amount of time? And I'm asking, kind of putting a parameter on this, saying please exclude any tasks, sorry for the typo, ChatGPT, please exclude any tasks that require ads, because that's not something that I do. Now, here it's given me back the prioritized lists without anything about ads. So content marketing, number one, 100% agree with you, ChatGPT, by the way. Email marketing, agree. I was very interested to see collaborations and partnerships get number 3 on this list of priorities. That was like a good wake-up call for me. That's something I really need to start doing. So what we have now is, in order of priority, what I should be working on. And I honestly could not agree more with this. SEO is down here at the bottom, which I totally agree with. SEO is important, but it should not be a top priority for me right now to overcome that roadblock, because SEO is going to take time. It's not something that I can start doing today and see an immediate impact on my business tomorrow or next week or even next month. It's generally several months of work before you start to see a real impact from SEO. So I like the list. Excellent job, ChatGPT. Now we need to take this and get it into a specific schedule. So we're going to do that next. So what I've done next is I've taken that list of priorities that ChatGPT has given to me, and I have selected a couple of them to include in my request for a weekly schedule. I've also included things that I know I just have to do on a weekly basis, admin stuff and writing blog posts I like to do every week, monitoring my analytics. And so this is the prompt for that. This week I have several things to work on. Here are the things I want to do. Batch create TikTok videos, so that's my content marketing, and schedule to go out daily. I put 7 in parentheses, and when I wrote this prompt, I didn't think about the fact that ChatGPT may or may not know what I meant, but it knew what I meant. Write 1 blog post this week, again, content marketing. Plan and write newsletters for the next 2 weeks. I generally would not have put that on my priority list, but ChatGPT did give it to me as a priority, so that is on the list, my newsletters for the next couple of weeks. Work on a new asset for Etsy. So that's going to fall under that asset category of the Fame framework. So I do have an asset that I want to add to my Etsy store. I need to work on that this week. Monitor my analytics and perform small administrative tasks always goes on my list. I I could have also added create a new YouTube video. I will definitely be doing that for next week's tasks. I've also told ChatGPT I have 2 hours a day to do these things. That is a lie. I can work way more than 2 hours if I want to, but I wanted to set that parameter so that if I only have 2 hours a day on any given day, I know exactly what I can work on in those 2 hours that is going to make the biggest impact on my business. So I have 2 hours a day to do these things. Can you create a weekly schedule for me? And so here is the schedule that it came up with. Now, you might not like the way that it did this. So it gave me Monday, batch create my TikToks, Tuesday, write and finalize the blog post, and so on and so on. I've done this in a separate chat and I have it set up so that it's not just one task per day. It will give me a couple of different tasks from each category per day. I prefer to work like that. You might prefer this. And so you want to make sure that you ask for ChatGPT to put it in whatever format you like. I'm going to show you what the other one looks like. So here is another way that the schedule can come out. So you can see that this one has Tuesday, 1 hour batch create TikTok videos, 1 hour finish publishing your current blog post. I like to work like this better. It might be a lack of attention thing, needing to have something new to do, but I prefer this. So if this is how you want it, ask ChatGPT to do it this way. Say, I would like to have different tasks, 1 hour each per day. Or sometimes it might be like, if you look at Saturday, it's got an hour and then 30 minutes and 30 minutes. So you can continue to prompt. If you get yours that comes back like my other one, where it was just 1 hour, 2 hours a day per task, and you don't like that, just ask it to change it. Now, there's one more thing that I did in the context of this chat that I want to show you, because if you're also kind of overwhelmed by just looking at one big task, batch create TikTok videos for the week, one of the things that you can do, and I did prior to this, is I asked ChatGPT to break things down into action steps. So for content marketing, I asked for a description and then some action steps. So you can get super specific with this. This is obviously more general because it's referring back to content marketing. But if I wanted to ask for some specific steps for TikTok videos, we can do that. Can you add another column that includes specific tasks for each subtasks for each task? And we can see what ChatGPT comes up with for that. If that is more helpful to you than just seeing that big, gigantic, like write and finalize a blog post on your to-do list, and you would prefer to have it broken down a little bit, ChatGPT can totally handle that for you too. You can see it's breaking things down, batching the TikTok videos, brainstorm 7 ideas, script each video, record the video, edit the video, schedule the video. That might be like having things broken down into those smaller tasks might feel a lot less overwhelming for you. So feel free to do that if that's what you want to do. I hope you found that helpful. I hope it helps you be a little bit more productive and feel a little less overwhelmed by that immense amount of things that you have to do as a digital product business owner. If you want a link to that spreadsheet that I used with the FAME framework on it, feel free. I'll link it down in the description below. If you liked this video and you want to hear more about how to use ChatGPT to make your life a whole lot easier as an online business owner, give me a like and a follow or a subscribe. I forget what you call these things on YouTube, but do all those things. And I'll be back later. Thanks.